Always and everywhere, we have a chance to enter into the present moment by starting with body-mind connection. We have a short time on this planet. If we look into why we are in this school of the earth and what we are supposed to extract from it, we may come to this insight. To be alive means to have being participation in life. We do not know being, but when body and mind are connected and our feelings join in, we get a taste of what it is. When our being participates, we can relate to the meaning and purpose of our life. In the absence of being participation, we live a mechanical reactive life. We are subject to all the influences of mass consciousness, not knowing who we are and what we're supposed to be doing. And that, in turn, causes fear and anxiety. Moving from past to future and from future to past, we miss the opportunity to taste the present moment. The knowledge and taste of being present is not in the mind, not in the feelings, and not in the body. It's only in consciousness. Through consciousness, we become connected to the bigger picture, to life as a whole. Nothing exists separately. The heart unifies. The mind diversifies. But when heart and mind work together as a unit, we see that diversity is just a manifestation of unity. We can't separate life from its events. Events are woven, like the warp and weft of a rug, into the fabric of our relative life. Our relationship to events makes us react. We are bowled over, not by what happens, but by our own reactions. We react because we are in the passive state. Everything we do in the passive state. We are occupied with thoughts. We're in the past and future. We wish to be receptive to something higher, but we can't, because we can't come directly from the passive state to the receptive state. But it is possible for us to come from the passive to the active state. In the active state, body and mind are together. From there, receptivity is possible. We can begin by registering inhalation and exhalation to bring the mind to the body. If the mind remains with the body long enough, we begin to have insight. Insight can grow into realization, and realization into understanding. Understanding is the greatest gift we can receive in life. But understanding is such a vast ocean. We need to refine our desire for understanding into the desire for self-understanding. If you wish self-understanding, you may discover that you don't have a drop of it. Seeing that gives you possibilities. That's your foundation, your beginning. To gain self-understanding, you first need self-knowledge. Then, with the participation of your being, which shines the light of consciousness, self-knowledge becomes self-understanding. Functioning from one center is mechanical. When you bring your mind and body together, you have two centers. When these two stay together for a while, your feelings come in to support. Now you have three centers. When three centers are together, your consciousness begins to turn right side up, and you can receive conscious energy. Work with this until you can see the truth of it. Don't try to understand life. Don't try to understand birth and death. For now, let all that go. Start with understanding yourself. We have a misconception that runs through our life. We believe we will progress over time. We believe that what we wish, what we want, is somewhere in the future. We try so hard to get to that future. But we do that without knowing where we are going, because the future as such doesn't really exist. That which you really are doesn't exist out there in the future. Reality is not something to reach for. It exists right in this moment. To become available, bring your mind, which is somewhere else, to your body. When you bring mind and body together, your feelings will eventually come in, and you become available to the moment.